5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off. Welcome to Not Rocket Science. In this episode, join us for an interview with a magician, EvanEra, from his YouTube channel, EvanEraTV, How to Magic, who has over 3 million subscribers. Whoa.
That's a lot.
Because learning magic, it's not what, Anthony?
Hey, it's not always for witches and warlocks. Sometimes it's just people having fun.
It's not rocket science.
Not rocket science. Not rocket science.
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
Anthony, you know what? I prefer to drink water with a straw. Do you have a straw by chance?
No, I don't have anything like that. A straw. Why would I just have a straw? It doesn't make any sense.
All right,
Just
well.
bringing straws everywhere I go? Oh, gosh. What is this? What are you doing?
Well, watch this. All right. Abracadabra.
What's happening? Oh, wow. That thing's awesome. What the heck is that? A big straw. How'd you fit? Oh, my Lord, you're going to knock me out with that thing. Gee, I mean, wow, that's really cool, Matty.
Yeah.
And that was all in that thing?
Well, it's a magic trick. It was magic. I appreciate that. But you know what? I don't think this
You
is
needed
gonna
a thinner
fit.
straw,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh,
That thing's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It might be nice to have magic showing you how to put it away. It's kind of it's funny to do a magic trick and just be like, I did it. No, I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah. So
That was really cool.
thank you.
I got to I'm
Yeah?
you know my Uncle Leroy. I think you might have met him before.
Right.
He known to do magic all throughout my upbringing. One of his big tricks is this, so I don't have to explain it. But Uncle Leroy, he fought in World War II and Vietnam.
I don't think people can see what you're doing with the.
Well, that's what I didn't want them to see it. So I have a piece of paper here, and I'm folding it up. You see?
Yep.
You want me to start over? I will. So here's just a simple piece of paper. This is Uncle Leroy's most famous trick. And Uncle Leroy's one of my very favorite relatives.
And just crumple it up because it's more dramatic. Just
Well,
folding
hold on. Now this is his trick, not yours. So here it is. You see?
Show it to the audience.
So here it is, and then you do a nice. This is what Uncle Leroy always said: a nice fold. You know, you do it like this. You keep going. And when you get to the end, you do another fold like this. And then you do like a zigzag fold.
Okay.
I'm kind of, and now you're watching because a lot of magic, you have to keep your eye on the prize. So then you kind of crumple it. And this is where Uncle Leroy says, this is what you have to do. So then you put in your hand, and then you move around. Now, you all see it's in my right hand, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Then you unfold it.
What the hell?
And then check it out. It's the same piece of paper that it was.
He just threw it off. Okay. And now it's gone.
It's disappeared. You see that?
That was good.
Nice.
That was really good.
Well, the thing is, Uncle Leroy, he does all the tricks, dude. He got that top hat. He got bunnies all over his house.
Awesome.
He cool, dude.
Well, also our pal, our friend Greg who's famous now.
By the way,
yeah,
unbelievable. Like our friend Greg, he did this stand-up show.
Yep.
with all of these people, and now he's taken his game to the next level. He's very famous now.
He's famous. He's on a private jet, and he's taking. Yeah, he's wearing dark sunglasses, and
it's so cool to see. He's
it's
already
really cool.
changed.
He's the thing he's picked up though. He started with a yo-yo. Like he started yo-yoing with a yo-yo. I don't know if it's sunglasses yo-yo.
Yeah, yo-yo
might be going straight to his head or something.
And when he's not playing with a yo-yo, he's always saying yo-yo. Is that right?
No, he's playing with a yo-yo.
He's very into yo-yos all of a sudden. Yeah, and I think that's the start of most people's fame.
Yo-yo.
It's really weird. Most celebrities before they're famous are right when they hit big, really into yo-yos, and they bring them everywhere they go. Isn't that the thing? Robert De Niro, yo-yo. Yeah. You can see his early work after Taxi Driver.
Let's hear from our famous pal about he did some research on some magic. So, Greg, how are you?
Wow, wow, wow. Watch this napkin disappear. Abracadabra. Wow. Watch me pull this tablecloth out from under these dishes and nothing will break. Wow, wow, wow. Nothing broke. Wow. For this next trick, I will turn the TV on by just using my hand. Come on, you stupid remote. Come on, modern technology. Come on. Abracadabra.
Thanks, Greg. That was magical. Kinda.
No, that was good. That was good, Greg. Thank you. Awesome. So let's just get into it. Here's our interview coming on. Our interviewer coming right
Ronder.
Any second now. Here we go.
Gosh.
It's not rocket science.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off. All right.
How fun.
Yeah, we have our guest here today. He's a magical genius. Here he is, EvanEra. Well, kinda. He's kinda here. He's magically through the
power of the
interweb. What?
Through the power of the internet.
Yes. And did you change yourself into a screen and because we actually have, it's funny, we have you where our normal podcast guests would be. We have you actually you're sitting in a chair with a screen.
That's awesome.
And we have a microphone on you.
You look great. It's really funny. I mean, you could be. It's like, you almost could be here. Yeah.
It's great. Thank
you. Well,
it's
good
so
to
much.
be in the studio with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, right off the bat, you're a magician. That's so cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
How did you get into magicianship?
I actually started doing magic when I was around 6 or 7 years old, and my dad actually is kind of the catalyst for me getting into magic. When we would go out to dinner, we'd be sitting around the dinner table at home. He would do some little magic tricks, just kind of dinner table tricks, and I was just enamored with the stuff he would do. And that's what really kind of sparked my interest in the art. And then when magicians would come to town to perform, he would take me to see them. And I just fell in love with it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, my Uncle Leroy did that at dinner tables and stuff too, a little magic. He would always do that thing with he would have a coin out of my ear, and he would also do the thumb thing, and he would also put he would be able to somehow, I would always think it was moving, but he would put the bread basket and move it with the
oh wow
thing, he's good.
He's
Good old Uncle Leroy. He's funny.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
What? Does that not seem real? Was that embellished?
I don't know.
No. Yeah, Uncle Leroy was just a hoot.
That's awesome. And so who are your favorite magicians?
My favorites growing up were David Copperfield.
Besides yourself.
No, I'm way down on that list.
No way.
David Copperfield was always a huge inspiration for me. Growing up, he had a lot of specials on TV, so I would watch those, just completely enamored. And then later, Lance Burton was also a huge inspiration when I was a kid. He's from my hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, and I saw his show was, I think, the first magic show I ever saw in person. So he's like a headliner on the Vegas Strip, or he might have retired now, but yeah, he's excellent stage magician. And then later on, David Blaine and Chris Angel were really influential, in my kind of later years of getting into magic. Yeah, there's a lot, man. A lot of the social media magicians that I'm, fortunate to be friends with now. I'm just huge fans of them and all the stuff they do, like Evan the Card Guy and Sean Does Magic. Those guys are also fantastic. DeVries. There's so many talented people in the world of magic. Magic Murray, who's a good friend of mine, also headlines in Vegas. I got a long list. I could go on forever.
Probably the man behind you too, Harry Houdini.
Absolutely, Harry.
Oh
Houdini.
yeah,
for
That's
sure.
cool. You guys friends? You and Houdini?
He's passed, isn't he?
Well,
just a couple years ago.
magic.
Well, he passed only like in
He's a magician.
2014, I think.
He
that's
can
when.
talk to anyone from the past.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
That's
What's he up to?
Yeah. What's he up to? So that's awesome. Very cool. And what's like a trick that kind of blew your mind, like the kind of a trick that you saw that you're just like, whoa.
The one that maybe got you inspired to do a real. Is there a trick that you had that inspired you to do like a really big trick because of it?
Yeah, there's a few. Like from my childhood, it was as I said, a lot of the things my dad would do around the dinner table. Would like take a fork and a spoon and kind of like weave them together and then balance it on like a toothpick on the rim of a glass, and then like you'd light the end of the toothpick on fire to where it would like burn down to where it's just barely hanging on to the lip of the glass, and they'd still balance like that. That just blew my mind as a kid. And that was kind of the first thing that like really is more of like a science trick, but I just thought it was so cool. And then I had
no joke. Uncle, I swear to God, Uncle Leroy did that too.
Same trick. It was it was around a lot back then.
It was so cool. It was so cool. He would do that it was awesome.
Wow. That's
anyway,
cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. That was a popular trick back then, I guess.
Maybe not. Maybe just those two. But Uncle Leroy was he was a jokester.
My neighbor and best friend growing up, his dad had a couple like actual props that he had gotten at magic shops. He had like a magic thumb tip. It's like a fake plastic thumb.
Yeah.
You vanish a handkerchief in it, and classic.
That one for me like blew my mind. Like I remember seeing my friend doing it, and he would not tell me how he did it. And I was like, please, please, please. I was basically begging him, how did you do that? So
once you learn the secret to that one, it's kind of like, oh, but when you don't know how it's done, it's absolutely mind-boggling. So that was kind of a similar situation for me with my neighbors. Like his dad showed me that, and I was in the same position as you. I was begging him for the secret. And
oh my gosh.
That was kind of one that really like set me down a path, because he eventually told me how it was done, and then he gave me the thumb tip and the little silk scarf so that I could do it. And that was a big one for me.
That's amazing.
That's cool. The was that your first given trick?
It was the first like actual prop I owned. Like everything else I had done up until that point was like stuff I'd learned from a book at the library, where like you could take a deck of cards and do a trick. But that was like the first actual like apparatus I was ever given or bought. So I don't think I still have that thumb tip, but I held on to it for years.
Isn't that wild that at one time you had to go to the library and like look up books and like probably old like dusty old books, and now it's like you just look it up on Google anywhere. It's pretty wild that there was at one time a dedication that you have to do. You had to go to the library. I don't know how old you are, but but you'd have to have somebody drop you off, I'm sure, and I'll pick you up in 2 hours, and you were looking at these books.
And it was magical.
Well, I think he could look at any book he wants, but I'm assuming he said it was magical.
No. I'm saying looking up the stuff is magical now. You can do it on Google.
So that is. Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's the biggest
magical.
magic of it all, really.
Yeah. That's awesome. So that's so cool. And so you are a YouTuber. You post how-to magic videos, and that's how I discovered you. Was
Awesome.
I was just looking up tricks, and I was like, wow, this guy's awesome. I reached out to you on Instagram, and you coached me because I just wanted to get better at magic. It seemed fun. And so tell us kind of how you got into starting your YouTube channel, and what was the inspiration for that, for you starting your channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's a weird genesis of the channel because it didn't really start with magic. It started, interestingly enough, with rap battles. If you guys have ever seen
That's
the movie
funny.
8 Mile with
Of
Eminem,
course I have. Of course. Are
that's-
you a rap? Do you rap
that's
battle?
Anthony's favorite
I
movie?
did.
Do you then you challenged people?
Yeah, I was
And then
actually
brought-
like all the videos for like a local rap battle league. Like I was filming all of them and editing all of them, and the owner of that league kind of let me have ownership of like the beta for you to get into the real one, and he let me have control of that league called the Gauntlet, and I ran that YouTube channel for him. And I made like maybe $100 like collectively from the ad revenue on that channel. So that's what kind of first opened my eyes to the idea that you could make money on YouTube. And then
Yeah.
that rap league, the whole thing ended up getting shut down back in 2012.
Was there a specific reason that, like,
It was just
they just stop doing it?
politics. It was, just
I
believe it or
watch rap battles all the time.
You do.
I do. There's a league in Canada, I think I watch. Or
not,
what's this guy? He's got like the big beard. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe what's his name? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like he's got like a big red beard.
Oh, you're talking about
He's very good at battling.
I know exactly who you're talking about. It's one of my Big K.
That's the one I love too. I watch Big K all the time.
Yeah, dude.
I really do. I like rap battles quite a bit.
That's really cool.
That's cool that you did that. Is Houdini one of your favorite rappers?
Houdini.
It's a rapper. It is a real rapper.
But the league shut down for a lot of different reasons. But the way that ended up with me starting the channel is I had like multiple battles of my own that were on that channel. It's called Dope 16, and I'm still in contact with the guy who started it. He's kind of was my early mentor in YouTube. He gave me all of my battles, and I still wanted them to live online anymore. Like once the channel that was hosted on shut down, all of the other battles like went offline, and I was like, hey, can I take mine and put them on my own channel? And he was like, yeah, sure. So that is how EvanEraTV, my YouTube channel, started, was with me just wanting a home for these rap battles I had done for this league.
I love this.
And then
Can I watch them still? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Can I
no,
watch?
absolutely.
Are your battles still there?
they're still
I'm
up.
good. Can we put one on to show people what he does?
Yeah.
They might have some curse words in them.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. I can watch
yeah.
it.
We'll show it on the screen here. Here's some footage of Evan rapping.
Put the magic wand down, put the mic up. Now my name in lights like I own a nightclub. Used to get turned down every night, bro. Now it's turned down service with a white glove. It's a new dawn and a new day. Time to live this life in a new way.
Do you still
And then
rap?
We'll
Yeah, just
Nice.
more now.
Hey,
That's awesome.
did you know this?
I did not know this.
I
This is
love
very
this.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
kinda-
is awesome.
that's kind of how it started. And then I was doing magic that whole time before I started rapping, and during and while I was rapping, I did street magic and stuff like that. And I was actually earning a living, like as a performer, just doing kids' birthday parties and stuff like that, street magic for tips and all that. And then I ended up putting a couple videos on my YouTube channel, and I put out the first how-to magic video, and it ended up getting like 100,000 views in like a week. And I was like,
Wow,
whoa,
man.
this is way more
Whoa.
engagement than I've ever gotten on anything else I've ever posted. So I felt like that was kind of the universe speaking to me, and the algorithm speaking to me and telling me what I should do. So kind of just leaned into it. And then, that I kind of let the channel sit dormant for a number of years. Like once those rap battles went up, it wasn't until like 2015 where I started posting those magic videos that it really started to take off. And then, really just kind of blew up over the next few years.
That's awesome.
People want to learn how to do that stuff,
Yeah.
and there's some things available, but not as much as you would think. So I'm obviously that hit a home run doing
Yeah.
that stuff. That's awesome.
And you have so many videos. I mean, you really you do a great job just putting out content of magic tricks. Like you'll do like 10 tricks you can do with a pencil, or you really hone it down. And you have so many tricks that you do that you show people how to do, and I just think that's so cool.
Well, thank you.
And so how do you start becoming a magician? Like how do you I mean like a working magician? Like you were talking about earlier about doing birthday parties and stuff like that. Like how do you become a paid magician?
Well, now it's a lot easier because of the internet. But when I was starting out, I would do kids' birthday parties. I think I reached out to like my high school to see if I could do they had like a project graduation, and I think
awesome.
I got a couple $100 to go do like walk around magic during that. And my mom helped me like put together like flyers, and we sent them out to
That's awesome.
I performed at like nursing homes and like anywhere that would take me in the early days. And a lot of those gigs, they weren't the best gigs. They didn't pay great, and the audience wasn't really into it. But it was kind of paving the way towards eventually making a living at it, which honestly is very difficult to make a living as a performing magician. It's a lot of, just gig after gig, week to week. And it wasn't until social media came around that I really was able to like carve out a good living making, magic tricks. And before I really got big on YouTube, I created my own magic tricks that I would sell to other magicians. So that was kind of my first foray into like actually making real money on magic. There's a great magician creator named Paul Harris who's worked with some of the biggest names in magic like David Blaine.
Wow.
He's kind of a behind the scenes guy, but magicians all know him because he published a series of books called The Art of Astonishment that were just absolutely amazing resources for magicians. And I got the opportunity to be featured on one of his projects. This was back in maybe 2013, 14, something like that. And that was kind of the first real money I made on like creating magic tricks. So that was kind of a precursor to the YouTube thing. Really, I feel like there's not a clear-cut answer to that.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different paths you can take now with the internet.
It's a lifestyle choice, right? Like
absolutely.
You chose to do this lifestyle, so it's kind of like, it's part of your DNA probably at this point. So
you got to
like,
kind of,
I just do it every day.
You got to kind of accept being a starving artist at times. That's, kind of the path you choose when, you want to do something in the entertainment world. It's not necessarily steady income. As I'm sure you guys know, it can be up and down and, month to month.
Well, for me, I just jumped on billion. Of course, it's,
Anthony's a billionaire.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Do I ever know?
That's awesome. So you are a very successful magician, though. I mean, you have a huge, 3 million subscribers on YouTube.
Matty, stop yelling at him. Just kidding.
I'm complimenting.
I know.
So yeah, you've really built a career for yourself on YouTube. And how do you kind of manage that? Like, so your YouTube really started to take off with your videos, and you were just kind of blown away with kind of the ad revenue you started getting. Like, what was that experience like?
In the early days of YouTube, it was insane how much money you could make off of the videos. The ecosystem has evolved a lot and changed, which still very fortunate to make a living from it. But in the early days of YouTube in like the 2016 through 18, 19 era, I mean, you would just make tremendous amounts of money from the ad revenue. And it's life-changing money for me at the time.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was kind of a dream come true to be able to, just make these videos from a lot of the stuff I already had learned from like these old books. And you know, I hadn't like really seen them put into cohesive like instructional videos on YouTube. There were already like how-to videos, but in the format of doing like, as Matty said, like 10 magic tricks you can do with pencils. I hadn't really seen anyone like put together like a format like that. So I had a mentor in the YouTube game, a local comedian named Tom May, kind of took me under his wing. I had reached out to him via email because I could do like graphic design and video editing and all that stuff. And I was like, hey, man, love your stuff. I realized you're in the same city as me. Any chance I could come and help you out in some way?
It's a great idea.
That's awesome.
Miraculously responded to me. And I started working with him, and he kind of showed me the ropes of how to, create a successful YouTube channel. Because at the time I was doing vlogs. If you guys remember, vlogging was really big.
Yeah.
2014, 15. But like no one really cared what I was doing in these vlogs because I wasn't, I was just some guy at that point, not really like any kind of value to offer the audience other than like, hey, here's what I'm doing today. But Tom really kind of opened my eyes to, and that's another thing is I think mentorship is so important when you're starting something new, to kind of find someone who's already doing it and kind of not copy what they're doing, but they can kind of guide you on the path that they took. And, that without his guidance, I don't think I would be here today. Still an extremely close friend of mine, and we still work together to this day. So I owe him a lot, and the doors he opened for me, the connections he gave me were instrumental in me being successful on YouTube. So yeah, I would say
That's great.
yeah,
That's really cool.
Was a really, a game changer for me as far as like being able to make a sustainable income, which then opened up into Facebook and then later TikTok and Instagram and all these other platforms that are now monetized, which is amazing.
I guess that is a good lesson for whoever is listening, really. Like, don't be afraid to, what's it going to hurt to just message somebody and say, hey, I really like what you do. I'm in your neighborhood. I don't mind holding your water bottle while you video or whatever. And then maybe you can build a relationship that lasts for a long time. That's really good to know for everyone, including myself and Matt, whoever. That's a good,
inspiring.
Yeah, it's great to know that you should just do that. Just reach out to people. Who cares?
Yeah, just reach out.
That's how Matty met you.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's wonderful. Thank you. And you've been a mentor to me in the YouTube space and as a magician, so I appreciate that.
You've been mentoring me the acting game, so
yeah,
it's mutual, man.
Yeah, thank you. And he sent me so many great tricks and all that stuff. Great magic tricks. Because he has a store as well, EvanEraTV. You have you sell magic tricks on your website.
Nice. Are those the ones you created?
No,
no. Those are you created for somebody else, right?
Yeah, a lot of those tricks were sold to other magicians, so I don't really have the rights to them anymore.
That makes sense.
There's a couple things in our shop that are my own creation, but the majority of them are the kind of tricks like the magic thumb tip and stuff that you would buy in any magic shop. I aimed to create a magic shop and like a channel that I wish existed when I was a kid going to the library, because there was no magic shop in my town. So finding these tricks was really difficult. So I tried to build the store and the channel into like this resource and this place where you could go to get like, it's kind of just a compilation of all the coolest tricks I can find under one roof.
Helping the kid you out.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid, hey, when I was you, look at what I did for you now, buddy. Kid you.
That's awesome. So what's the day in the life of a YouTuber? Like what and a content creator? What's the day in the life of like, and what kind of equipment do you use and all that jazz?
It's evolved over the years because when I first started out, we were using like standard camera equipment and you know, a lot of editing and stuff like that. But now I'm recording almost everything on iPhones, just because the ease of use of like recording it and then airdropping it to a computer or even just editing it on the phone has become so much easier and
Yeah.
streamlined.
Even with YouTube, do you just use your phone too as well?
Yeah, a lot of the time we still
Yeah.
use like our big cameras just because I have them and it feels silly for them to just sit there and collect dust. Like the long form YouTube videos, we still do use them, but for all the shorts like content, all the reels, and
Right.
yeah, we're just using phones. And yeah, I have friends who help me make the videos, and I have a couple full-time employees helping me out. So it's really grown into like a real business, where a day in the life kind of varies based on what we're doing that day. I'm also like a full-time single parent, so I'm juggling parental responsibilities along with content creation and running the business and everything. My mother and sister kind of head up the whole shop side of things and fulfillment, which
Oh, cool.
That's great.
so it's become like a real family business, which is cool. And yeah, I'm just fortunate to kind of work with people I love every day, and it's really fun. It's something new every day is the beauty of it, is we're not always doing the same thing. You know, for an average like filming day, it's getting the list together of all the stuff that we want to film for the day and then gathering all the supplies and then kind of getting everything set up. And then, you know, I'll have people come in to either react to tricks, or we're having a lot of fun doing these challenge videos now, which are, they get a ton of engagement. So
Yeah, those are great.
thank you. We have fun making them.
Yeah, they're so good.
So then getting everything set up, everybody arriving, and then getting everybody briefed on what we're about to do, you know, getting all our shots set up, and we kind of have like a shot list for the day, and then just banging out the videos. And then once everyone's wrapped, we start post-production on editing and kind of getting everything ready to go on social media and uploaded. And then it's time to go get my kid from school.
Wow.
By the way, shout out to your mom. I mean, she's been with you day one, doing your
Absolutely.
flyers. She's doing your store. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's
Got,
awesome.
She's always supported. It sounds like. You got-
She was
she's
also
in your-
the first audience for my magic tricks. I would
Oh, I
pester
bet.
her and my dad to watch these tricks. I'm sure at the time we're not that great, but they were always a fantastic audience and encouraged me to keep doing it.
That's great.
Well, speaking on that, can you do a couple tricks for us?
I was just about
now?
to say, I have a
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
trick here to show you guys.
Yeah.
So I have a piece of paper here, and I also
Okay.
have a pen. So you take the pen and roll it up in the piece of paper like this. And then the cool thing is, once you've got it rolled up,
Mm-hmm.
just snap your fingers.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's awesome. Uncle Leroy wasn't doing that. I promise you. I promise you. Uncle Leroy, that's where he failed.
And then I've got another one here. This is actually one we sell in our shop. It's called the Magic Zigzag card. I don't know if I've given you this one yet, Matty.
Yeah.
So it's a normal playing card. You can do it with any playing card. You slide it into this apparatus here.
Mm-hmm.
See it through that little window. You slide the card over, and then it's kind of like a big like stage illusion that's kind of been scaled down to a playing card. If you've ever seen the Zigzag Woman, you then split the card
Whoa.
into 3 different
That's
pieces
cool.
like this, and then you can slide it back into place here. And check this out. You slide the card out.
That's so cool.
What the heck?
I love it. I love that. And
That is cool.
I like the move at the end where you hit it against it. You show it's a solid card. When you
Yeah.
hit it, yeah, you got to show a solid card. That's great.
That was amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, thank you so much. That was cool.
Well,
You have that one?
Or I'll show you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Uncle Leroy, if you're watching, you got to compete. He's a battler. He competes, and you got your running. I don't
Yeah.
know how to speak anymore, but If you're watching, Leroy.
Let the man show us his tricks.
That's right, Uncle Leroy.
All right.
He does rap battling too, Leroy. I'm just kidding.
Oh
gosh.
whoa!
I'm scared. What's happening? Oh God.
Oh my! Whoa!
What the?
Whoa!
What is this?
Oh
my Lord!
What
God.
the heck?
Dear God! Oh my gosh! Lord!
It just keeps going.
Why won't it stop? Is that coming from his stomach?
I think so.
Ew, at the end. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That was amazing.
Oh my God, that kept going.
I know.
Dang.
That's
That was
another
all.
one that we actually sell at EvanEraTV.com. That's the Magic Mouse Streamer. Very fun trick. Super easy to do.
Oh my gosh.
When you wiped your lip, I was like, "Is this another thing?" I mean,
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun one.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple more to show you guys here. This
Okay,
is
cool.
a fun card trick here. There's a bunch of random cards in the deck,
Mm-hmm.
all mixed up. So I'm just gonna like riffle down the side like that. And Anthony, I'll have you say stop whenever you want, okay?
Sounds good. Stop.
Right there, okay.
Yes, sir.
So look at the card,
Mhm.
lock that one in your mind, okay?
Got it.
Lose it back in the deck, give it a little shuffle here.
I see.
Let's see if I can get your card to rise to the top of the deck here. Bam. Is that it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Not
to say. No.
Yeesh. Okay, that's all right. It's all right. I actually have
Okay.
something for this exact scenario. It's called the Magician's Insurance Policy.
Good. Yeah.
If you ever get a card wrong when you're doing a trick, you just pull this out. And
Nice,
it's actually
nice.
got a second chance clause here. So
All right. Fair enough.
It's a limited coverage here. So was your card either red or black? Was it a red or black card?
Yes. Do you want me to say what kind? No.
Not yet. But is your
Okay,
card
okay.
somewhere on this page?
Oh God, I don't even know anymore. Yeah. Wait, I gotta see it. Yes, I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
You go, see,
I
there
see
you
it
go.
on there.
That's the second chance clause. But no, actually, if you open it all the way up,
Hey!
Whoa!
Nice. That's good.
That was a good one.
That is a good
They're
one.
all amazing, but that was
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
That's another one that's available on our shop. That's one of my favorites. That is the Magician's Insurance Policy.
I love it. I love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I'm in. I don't know what to say anymore. That's wild.
You broke Anthony's brain.
That's right,
broke
Uncle
his brain.
Leroy.
And
Whenever we wrap up, I have a cool trick with this magic wand that I'll show you guys.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Well, yeah, thanks so much for being here and taking the time.
Oh, my
So,
pleasure.
what advice would you have for magicians that are starting out? What would you tell them?
If they want to do it as like a performance, like making money from performances in person or social media.
I guess both.
Or maybe just starting out. There's a young, fresh-faced Uncle
Yeah.
Leroy as a boy trying to do magic.
Yeah.
My advice for Uncle Leroy would be practicing, the tricks, finding things that you're comfortable doing. If you're going to perform in person for people, finding stuff that you've practiced enough that you're comfortable doing it in front of an audience is really important, because if you're nervous and you're trying to focus on the moves that you're doing too much, it can be a little bit robotic, and you want to have that comfortability when you're performing for people in person. That's certainly a big factor, is like practice until you're comfortable with whatever the trick is that you're performing. For social media, the beauty of it is you can do as many takes as you need to before you actually show it to people. That's why I like doing social media videos more than I like performing in person nowadays. It's just you have a lot more control over the performance because you can take your time to practice it, do as many takes as you need. Similar to acting, Matty, you can take the best take from the 10 takes that you do. If you're doing self-tape audition or whatever it is. I look at magic the same way. No one's perfect, so you do as many takes as you need to get this to kind of look as best as you possibly can, because the drawback with social media and putting it online is people can watch it over and over and scrutinize it and just like burn a hole through your hand.
Yeah, totally.
Looking at it, trying to figure out the secret. So the beauty of performing in person is they see it one time, and if you execute it properly, then they're none the wiser, and they always ask you to do it again. But kind of the rule of magic is you never do the same trick twice, because whenever people ask to see it again, they're just asking to see it again to hopefully figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's pros and cons to both. If you're starting out in either one, I think that work on the craft that you do behind the scenes when you're not in front of an audience is probably the most important thing. The most important aspect of it is, the same with acting, getting that coaching or just kind of doing that behind the scenes work that you do by yourself to kind of go over scripts or practice a routine. That's really the most important thing. That stuff that you do before you show an audience your craft is really, I think, what kind of is that determining factor of success in any field, at least in entertainment. So I would say practice like crazy. I would just spend hours in my room with a deck of cards, just practicing different sleight of hand moves, and until you get comfortable with it. And then the easiest audience is always your family and friends, when you're first starting out trying to show people things. And then, eventually you move into doing performances at, even on the street is a great place to start. Just, going to the local town square and like asking people, which is difficult. Like you get turned down a lot, but that also kind of builds up your resilience and gets you used to
your confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. It builds confidence. So I would say, practice, get out there and try it. And, you learn a lot through making mistakes. So you get out there and you fumble a trick and, it is embarrassing. But you learn ways to kind of recover from that and keep it going and still make it fun for people. So if you're on social media trying to make a living doing magic, it's become harder to break through because there's so many people doing it now. It's kind of saturated more so than when I started doing it back in 2015, 16. But I know plenty of people who have started it recently and, have had tremendous growth. I think, again, like mentorship is so important in a lot of different fields. Finding, even if you can't connect with somebody directly who's doing it, just kind of finding those people that you really admire their work and kind of modeling your strategy after theirs. I think that's a really helpful exercise to kind of put you on the right path of like, okay, what's this person doing that I'm not doing currently? And how can I kind of tailor my approach based on, their successful strategy? And that's worked well for me.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Have
you ever, I know we're wrapping up, but I got to ask you, have you ever used one of your magic tricks in a battle?
No, actually, those two things never really crossed over. I would have loved to, but
I could see somebody being really finished by like a crazy magic trick at them.
Oh, absolutely.
They wouldn't know what to say. They wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's
Once
awesome.
I really transitioned from battle rap to magic, I kept the two things kind of separately, but I wish I hadn't, because that is actually a really good idea.
Yeah, rapper magician. That's maybe you should start a sub channel, call it Rapper Magician, and just rap and do magic tricks.
Hey,
I'd
I'd love to see that.
Who knows?
When I was
Yeah,
first
that's
starting my
amazing.
YouTube channel, that was actually one of my mentor's suggestions, was like a rapping magician. So that idea was floated.
Oh,
Fun.
nice.
I just like the idea of like a battle. You battle and then do that thing.
Yeah.
And then they just will be like You call it, just say they're tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Booyah.
Where can people find you on the internet?
YouTube, type in How to Magic or Evan Era. Facebook, same Evan Era. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on all of them, which I think is also an important note. If you're trying to break through on social media, you got to be everywhere, because you got to meet the audience where they are, and kind of, you might have a bunch of followers on this one platform, but this other one's kind of lagging behind. You can kind of push your audience to these other platforms to start building up, your audience on each one of the platforms. I think is an important thing. Yeah,
for sure.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
got
being here.
one
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
My magic wand. So every magician should have a magic wand. I think it should be a part of every magician's kit. And this is actually the magic wand with 3 ends. So you can see the 2 ends, one here and one here, right? The last end of the wand is actually right here.
Oh. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Is that in your store as well? Is
No,
that one in your
it's
store?
not. That one's just
That's
in my.
that's your own. That's your own thing.
That's really.
I love that.
Those are that I used for my shows.
That is good.
So
That
great.
is funny.
That's
I
so
love
great.
that. Awesome. Thank you so much. And can you give us a little rap?
No, don't,
No?
Please do. Please. I don't want to put you on the spot, but please.
Let me think
Just
here.
a quick rap.
We can all do a cipher, all of us.
Huh?
Nothing. I know about it.
Trying to think of something relatively clean from my battles that I could
just use different words that aren't.
Gotcha.
Say a different word.
What? Oh,
Like instead of
instead of swearing. Oh, so
Yeah.
instead of say cluck. I'm gonna cluck you up, mother club.
Let me think here.
Ship.
I'm ready to rectify, so let's settle the score. When I connect the rhyme with death in mind, weapons galore. So step aside before insecticides infect insides and leave you dead on the floor. Then your neck and spine, chest divides, expect to die from a metaphorical medical condition that they don't even make a medicine for. Stuff like that.
Whoa.
Well, the deal with
The
that
mic,
too.
you just dropped the mic just now. That was
Yeah.
with your trick and that was amazing.
I also see now why you have to think about the swear words within your rhyme, because you go pretty fast. So,
Yeah, that was amazing.
So you got to control it. And you're like,
That was
awesome.
amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that too.
Evan, thank you so much. Such a blast. Thanks for taking the time.
Heck yeah.
And take care. Thank you.
Let me snap a quick picture with you guys for my social.
Okay,
Sure,
of course.
Awesome.
We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matty. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Best
much.
of luck
care.
with the pod. I love the episode about the treasure hunting. That was awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, those guys were really great.
Yeah, they were fun.
They're
Very
really
cool.
cool
Yeah.
folks.
Whoa. That was he broke my brain there for a minute, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a real great
he was
guy.
Really good.
Nice. I liked hearing about all his endeavors.
Yeah, he's very smart magician and just a cool guy, cool businessman. He's a rapper too.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Just like old Uncle Leroy, who's also a rapper. No,
Oh,
he's
yeah?
not a rapper. He did rap a little bit back
Oh,
in
yeah.
the 80s. Speaking of rap, I think I can do it. Can you? Yes, please. Let's not battle. We'll freestyle.
Okay.
You want to start? You want me to start? Would you do it? You look
yeah,
nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, it's just rhyming, I think.
Why don't you start us off?
Oh gosh, maybe Mike, can you give us a topic? That's probably something that isn't a hard word, by the way. Popcorn.
That's good.
Oh boy, that is a hard one. Will you? Shoes.
Wait, let me try popcorn.
You got popcorn?
Yeah.
All right, but how
What
do
are
you
you
do the
doing?
beat?
Just not with your hand. Maybe give us a little. Psh, 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 psh. kind of thing.
Just do
Yeah.
like white noise for sleep.
All
All right, you just do it without.
Popcorn.
We don't need any sound.
All right.
Acapella, they say
right,
in
cool.
that game.
How am I feeling? I'm feeling a popcorn, because I'm torn in a sworn. I swear. Sometimes I swear. I don't really swear, but I'm torn. Popcorn. Is it corn, or is it a form of corn?
That was good. That was really good. It was some of the best. I'm putting my right fist up, but I'm actually a left. I just wanted to say that was a really good thing. I couldn't think of popcorn, so I'm thinking of chicken wing. Chicken wing is something that I like to eat from Buffalo Wild. I have a child. His name is Zane. Matty, we have a friend named Greg who's absolutely insane. He's got a long blonde hair like a lion
But
called...
he's got a good brain.
Yeah, and he's got long hair like a lion or a mane.
Whoa, that was good.
Thanks so much. Yours
That
was
was nice.
too. I want to do one more. Would you do one more with
Okay,
me? You
all
were
right.
good. Can you give us one more word? Because Matty's really, he was not confident, but he were very good at it.
Not confident.
You weren't confident at first, but I think you did it. You felt good. Mike, will you give us one more word? And Matty will go off because I'm scared of all of it.
All right. What is
Car.
it? Car.
Can you do car?
Cars. They're the tar of the far of the har of the heart of the har. Car. Tar. Ain't no tar on the car. Far. Take it. Far. Take it far. Tar. Far. Car.
That was like a really, that was cool word association.
I don't know what that was.
It took me on that was really cool word association. It took me on kind of a meditative vacation. I have to say that I'm proud of you every day because I have a friendship with you. I don't know how to finish it. Hey.
Hey, yeah.
Anyways, that was fun.
That was fun. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And as always, be curious and keep learning, because learning, it's not what, Anthony?
What the heck?
Anthony? What'd you do?
Matty?
Yeah, what'd you do, man? I can't. Where's my body?
What's happening? Matty?
What kind of trick was that, man? Was that you were trying to do magic, or what did you...
Matty, I can hear you.
How, can you fix me? Can you try snapping your fingers again?
I can't fix... I don't know what I...
Can you snap your fingers again?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's not working. How can we fix this? What are you going to do?
Maybe I should just... I might just leave. I'm gonna leave, Mike. Mike? Yeah. You didn't see a thing here, please? No. And I'm going to leave, and I just want you to know that my Uncle Leroy is a very big man. You understand me? I hear you. So I don't know what's going on,
Wait,
Matty.
No, you can't leave me here, though.
Matty, I cannot. I'm sorry.
Why you? Don't just leave me here. What am I going to do?
You just relax with Mike. Mike? Uncle Leroy ain't playing with you, bud.
Maybe Pam. Maybe he can hang out with Pam.
Look here.
Guys, don't leave me here. What am I... Oh, magic. Magic is evil. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Help! Help.
It's not rocket science.
Not rocket science. Not rocket science.
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.